why you don't need expectations. In case we haven't met yet, I'm jessxgoh. I'm the sole founder of Life in Confidence. And when we set ourselves up through expectations, especially our own expectations, it leads to disappointment and resentment. And what's needed instead is a mutual agreement. And so, to give you an example, how I was able to manage and let go of expectations is that I can feel that if I have a high expectation, there is a sense of demand. I'm commanding a demand for things to happen in this certain way. And I would expect for that person to provide that and deliver that. However, things happen all the time. And so not everyone can follow through with what they say they will do. And that's because of multiple reasons, where they struggle to complete things through on time, or certain things happen out of the blue, and nothing happens out of the blue, but things happen for a reason. And that creates a distraction from them to make it happen. And this is also how it can show up for ourselves as well. And I recall when I was launching my weekend workshop in Tokyo, I had a couple of business partners who were helping me to promote the event and share it with their communities, who would greatly benefit and value the work that I am here to offer. And I noticed that when we were getting closer to the end, where I would run my last webinar, there has been a stagnation in the way that we're sharing my last webinar as well as my workshops. And I had this expectation that you need to be proactive in sharing my events. And this is one of the reasons why I'm running the events, so your community can come along and experience it, because I don't have access to those communities. And this is why I have these business partners to help me. And so when that expectation was not fulfilled, I can find myself feeling resentful and bitter towards them. And I start to realize, well, Jess, because you run your business full time and they don't run businesses full time, or they don't have the luxury to spare a lot of time because they're doing multiple things, like trying to find a full-time job, or they're working full-time and they're running spiritual events, and they got a wife and all this sort of stuff going on, and other problems and other projects that they're running. I was able to reframe the whole situation and start to see it from their point of view if I was to put myself in their shoes. And I can see, okay, I get it. This is why the momentum hasn't been consistent. And so I was able to continually communicate them and ask them to help me share this and this and this if they weren't proactively sharing it. So I know that on my end, I can do something by making a request to them. And it's up to them if they want to fulfill that request or not. And they might action the request straight away, or it's taken them a far more longer time than I thought it would be for them to action that request. And as soon as I was able to let go of any attachment when things will happen for them to share my free webinars, and my weekend workshops, things started to fall into place. They share when I least expect it. And when I let go of the expectation of having to have the workshop sold out completely and seats filled, the ticket sales came through organically. And that is the beauty of letting go of expectations, is that when we hold on to expectations, we block ourselves from receiving what we truly desire. But as soon as we let go of expectations, we're letting go of the energy of attachment and neediness and demand, which pulls a strain on that relationship, which pulls a strain on your business or your career or your love life, right? If you're a needy type of person or you're very attached to a certain project, outcome, experience, or partner. And that is the divine wisdom that I was able to gain by letting go of my expectations. Expectations are a block to receiving miracles. The miracles will come when you are ready to receive it on a soul level, not on a logical way through the mind where you tell yourself, I'm ready to receive, I'll let it go. No. Because you're still in the mind and you're still controlling the experience. It's when you just don't care anymore, you're completely detached, and you put your energy and focus on yourself, spending time in silence or in nature or in self-care on a soul level where you feel yourself. The miracles occur when you least expect it. So may you apply this into your day-to-day life and see what happens. If you got something from this video, I would love for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, give this video a like, or share it below. What shows up for you when you decide to let it all go? And you can share it with your loved ones as well, who are in need of this. And lastly, if you feel called to come along to my upcoming experiences, I have the Lionsgate portal that's coming up via Zoom or at my place in Bondi Beach, which is a beautiful sacred manifestation ceremony. As we start to tune into the frequency of Sirius and Leo to master the courage and power to anchor in abundance and opportunities into our life. So click on the link below if you like to book yourself in for this experience. I am also running my last trauma recovery workshops in Sydney, one on healing childhood trauma and the other one on ancestral trauma alchemy. So if you feel called to learn more or to book yourself in, please click on the link below. And lastly, I will also be running my Transforming Trauma Weekend Retreat at my place in Bondi Beach and also online via Zoom. I will only take on 4 people to create a personalized and profound transformative experience, and there will also be private sessions involved as well for you to go deeper into your journey. So if you feel called to engage with me on a soul level through this experience, or you'd like to learn more, or perhaps to book in a free clarity call to see if this is right for you, any questions you had, concerns, reservations, or you're required to be on a payment plan that meets your financial situation, please click on the link below and you can learn more, book yourself in, or book in a free clarity call. And so, my love, may you be the miracle of your life.